What it is, YouTube? It's your boy Nitzy coming back with another bullseye tutorial here today on the channel, showing y'all how to get pro vocals from home. Okay, so I want to show you guys how I've been doing this little trick lately to get my vocals to be bright, to brighten up everything without getting a drop of harshness. So let's get to it right now. Let's not waste no time. Let's go.
I've been shopping in Milan, grande, spinning big racks because I can. MX black card in my hand. This white dude running through Randy Ran. I can't pronounce the shit worth a damn. Strip handcraft Italian. Your mouth just shopping in Milan. Bitch got her pieces, designer thesis, income increases. We baby Jesus, supercar keyless, seat off the meters. 100 racks on clothes, they say it's needless. Find
Okay, so y'all got an understanding of what we working here with today. If y'all do like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also check the links down below to support the channel. Okay, so this is a really dope plugin that I wanted to talk about. It's called Dopamine. So before I was using this plugin right here, I was using a lot of the times to get that airy brightness, the vintage oral exciter from Wave. So you could also use that one too. You know, them plugins, they're not related to each other, but they're not brothers, they're not sisters, but they standing next to each other and they kind of got the same outfit on. They kind of look like they could be related, but they're not really related, you feel me? So the Dolby, the Gem Dopamine is coming from the Dolby 361, you feel me? So back in the days when them boys was on that tape, you feel me, that tape was hissing a lot. So something like a Dolby 361, as well as the DBX 180, which is also here as well. These were kind of noise reduction systems that were able to, do something with the encoding, where it was like compressing and expanding the tape and everything like that. Pretty much the box got rid of the tape noise, you feel me? It was kind of like a way to make the recordings more quiet back in the day, because they had a lot of noise. But nowadays, some people had figured out a trick where they can use it to make vocals brighter. So now you have this plugin, Gem Dopamine. Very simple plugin. It has the dry wet knob, it has a little bit of compression, and usually I just use it on the default preset. And listen to how this thing adds just a little bit of Tinkerbell, Disney Channel, Mickey Mouse bum 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 to the vocal real quick.
I've been shopping in Milan, grande, spinning big racks because I can. MX black card in my hand. This white dude running through Randy Ran. I can't pronounce the shit worth a damn. Strip handcraft Italian. Your mouth just shopping in Milan. Bitch got her pieces, designer thesis, income increases. We baby Jesus, supercar keyless, seat off the meters. 100 racks on clothes, they say it's needless. Find a designer, catch me in my lineup. Handcraft attire, one single buyer, never one prior. Pressure applier, give me nothing less than best, that's on my soul. Infinity too cold, watch rose gold. Buy and hold out, no it can't be sold. Fly across the world just to get it if it's worth it. Designer said he aimed to get it damn near luxury purchase. Yeah, cause he earned it, pay for the service, crafted with purpose. Yeah.
So I really love this plugin a lot because it has a very nice way of giving just a little bit of bite to the vocals without any harshness, because it's using more of the process, like how I said, it's doing a little bit of enhancement, pretty much, essentially, the Aphex Vintage Oral Exciter, I believe it has tubes inside of it. So the Dolby is using like a little bit of upwards expansion as well as a little bit of compression and everything like that. So really dope stuff. So I love to use this on vocals. I also like to use it on Adlibs. This is a really dope trick that I like to use on my ad-libs. I like to use the Gem Dopamine with Avid Lo-Fi or whatever, type of plugin, like a lo-fi plugin that kind of removes the top end. It's kind of like I'm doing like a move like this, right? Where I'm rolling off the top end through saturation through the lo-fi and then boosting it up with a little Gem Dopamine. So it kind of creates a really dope tone for like my ad-libs. And the last way I wanted to show you how I like to use this plugin real quick, I'm gonna go through the other emulation, is I like to use it on my mix bus. Originally something like a DBX 160 or the DBX 180 and the 361, these were originally intended to be used on that output for that master, you feel me, like as all the tracks and dumping into the console and all the tape and stuff like that. Boom, you feel me, that encoder was on the back end making sure it keeps everything nice and quiet. So I like to use the Gem Dopamine to just kind of brighten up my overall mix, and the wet knob is very, very convenient.
I've been shopping in Milan, grande, spinning big cause I can. MX black card in my hand. This white dude running through Randy Red. I can't pronounce the shit worth a damn. This drip handcraft Italian. Your mouth just shopping in Milan. Bitch got her pieces, designer thesis. Income increases, we baby Jesus. Supercar keyless, feet off the meters. 100 racks on clothes, they say it's needless. Find a designer, cashmere in my lineup. Handcraft attire, one single buyer, never one prior. Pressure applier, give me nothing less than best, that's on my soul. That Fendi too cold, watch rose gold. Buy and hold out, no it can't be sold. Fly across.
Oh, this is a really dope plugin because it adds a little bit of excitement to the overall mix, a little bit of excitement to also the rim shot. It feels like the 808 got a little bit of upper harmonic too. You know, it also feels like the hi hats got a little bit more. You feel me, without adding none of that harshness. So that's a great way to use it on Mixbus. And the very last way I want to show how I use this dope plugin is to get that Tory Lanez free Tory, man, free Tory Lanez reverb effect. A little bit of that chi-chi-chi-chia, a little bit of that hair, a little bit of that thrill on my reverb. You feel me? When you hear on the radio that reverb that has a little bit of that spikiness, you feel me? I call it the hairy reverb technique. You know, I like to put a gem dopamine on before it hits my reverb. So I'll like use like a regular haul and just show you guys what this effect does. It kind of like makes the vocal super bright and super gritty going into the reverb, giving a little bit of kind of like just a little bit of an afro, you know?
I've been shopping in Milan, grande, spinning big racks because I can. MX black card in my hand. This white dude running through Randy Red. I can't pronounce the shit worth a damn. Straight handcraft Italian. Your mouth just shopping in Milan. Bitch got her pieces, designer thesis. Income increases, we baby Jesus. Supercar keyless, feet off the meters. 100 racks on clothes, they say it's needless. Find a designer, cashmere in my lineup. Handcraft attire, one single buyer, never one prior. Pressure applier, give me nothing less than best, that's on my soul. That Fendi too cold, watch rose gold. Buy and hold out, no it can't be sold. Fly across the world just to get it if it's worth it. Designer said he aim to get it damn near luxury.
So a really dope technique that I like to use to get that modern Tory Lanez, you know, pop type of reverb that you hear on the radio. You know, sometimes when you listen to the radio, like every radio station, it's a situation where they have a broadcast limiter, right? They have a broadcast limiter, and the reason why they use broadcast limiters is because when you put a limiter when you're on radio, it will help the music stay more compact, so it can the radio signal can travel farther and farther, et cetera, et cetera. It helps with loudness and all that stuff like that too, right? So that's why I feel like a guy like Tory Lanez, that reverb was really dope, because adding a little bit of excitement to that reverb, sometimes, you know, if you listen to a song on the radio, you might not hear none of the effects because that broadcast limiter is, that radio limiter is clamping down on the whole mix, you feel me? That's why music on the radio is actually a little bit like different when you hear it compared to, like, you know, the actual raw thing on a streaming, or like on a streaming platform, you know? So the thing about it is that the gem dopamine is really dope, because adding a little bit of hair to that reverb helps the listener still be like, oh yeah, that reverb is here. And then as the singer is singing and hitting certain words, like you kind of feel like splashes, a little bit of splashes, like a pond, or like somebody like Michael Phelps diving into the water. Certain words have a little bit more impact because they're a little bit brighter. So it's hitting the reverb and it's creating this little spiky. It makes it more tangible. So this is just the end of the video here today. I wanted to show you this dope plugin that right here, you feel me, that I like to use to get brighter vocals, a brighter mix, brighter reverb, bright everything without any harshness, right? That's the most important thing. Sometimes when you add the frequencies, you're adding more of that nasty stuff, but this is just only the saturation that's giving the brightness. So I want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check the link down below to support the channel and drop more video suggestions. Appreciate y'all now, YouTube gang. Peace.